What's up guys, Matt here from Loon Outdoors, and today we are just tying a little PMD Emerger fly. So this guy for me is a size 14 to 18 depending on the time of year and when I'm fishing this. So right now, early spring, my PMDs tend to be a little bit larger here. So I have a light wire nymph hook for this Emerger pattern, downturned eye, and I'm going to start with some glow bright thread in yellow. This is going to be basically just a base wrap for me for the rest of the fly, that is. Now I don't cut my tag end off perfectly, I leave a little bit. As you can see, this stuff fluoresces crazy, and really what I'm trying to do is get a little bit of that fluorescence into my Emerger. I am going to add a very small hot spot here, but I'm going to wrap all the way forward on this pattern. This is actually kind of an underbody, and not actually going to be visible once we're mostly done with this fly, but more on that in a second. So next up, I'm going to change my bobbin out, and this is Vivus 50D, and I'm just going to kind of start this the same way you start thread anyways, since it doesn't completely matter. And I'm just going to kind of create where I want to start the fly. Remember, I said I was going to leave a little bit of a hot tag back there. This is some, if you guys can see it, Perdigone body. It's Flashabou dyed olive. This is just a fancy one that you pay more money for. But just some olive Flashabou will work great here. And this is just going to simply be my ribbing. So for most of my dubbing for this is a small weird bag of dubbing that I created that I feel matches my PMDs here in Northern California. It's like a tannish gold dry fly dub that I've mixed with some bunny fur in gold as well. So it's not really designed to float, but it's also not really designed to sink, I guess. So I just have a smidge of dubbing here. This is really fine dry fly dub, like I said, with some hair. Feel free just to use like a PMD colored dry fly dub as well. This is just a bag I created for creating PMDs many moons ago, and I get to fish this pattern for 2 months out of the year, and it's served me well and dwindled slowly. So from here, what I'm going to do is counter rib in with that Flashabou, creates a nice little profile. It's a real simple fly. And you can see I kind of wrap forwards and backwards, catching that Flashabou. And I'm going to then I'd quadruple it up and fold that and create this little sparkle underwing for me. So it just creates this little essence of this mayfly emerging. And this stuff's a little bit harder to find, but and it's no longer produced actually, so I apologize. But I'm using some Trout Hunter Premium CDC in light dun. It's just one of my favorite CDCs out there. And I'm just going to pull out a few of these guys. So what I want to do from here is I'm actually just going to peel back this CDC, and I'm just going to build like a cool little wing right here. very simple. I do peel back one side because I'm going to trim it anyways, and I kind of dig this wild nature that these have. So you can see I get a pretty solid wing on here. And what I'm going to do is just basically trim this back. The front part also gone. Everything gets a really nice little haircut. I do add some legs. It's probably overkill, but this is a wood duck feather, and if you don't want to sport the bill for real wood duck, then you can buy some mallard dyed wood duck. It doesn't look the same. It's not as perfect in my opinion, but you know, not everybody's going to go and buy the goods. So I just simply wrap that in, kind of just put some little legs down below. You can see them sitting down there, and trim that off. Make sure to get them all. Next up, I just like to use a piece of yellow foam. This is like a golden stonefly looking yellow color. It's 2 mil. You can buy it at any fly shop. And what I do here is I'm actually just going to kind of add, it's like a little cider for me. I just go ahead and trim that back there. I'm going to leave it long up front because I'm going to finish this off with some more of our dubbing blend as well. And I'll come up front here and whip finish right around the eye of the hook. So once I've gone in and hand whipped that, I will trim this nice and short. And this is just going to be simplistically just a very basic little emerger pattern. Little UV colored resin yellow here. You're not even going to really tell. I just used just a touch of it to kind of just soak in on the thread there. You can see I've got this like kind of electric tailing chuck as well, but all in all, this is a super low-lying little pattern and incredibly easy to fish. It has a cool profile on the water, and I really enjoy tying it all the way down to a size 18, and catches a lot of fish. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.